Jai Hind everyone. The topic that I have chosen for the lecturate is the reservation system in India. Jai Hind everyone. The topic that I have chosen for the lecturate is the reservation system in India. So let us understand the topic with a very brief introduction about the reservation and a good base to understand the basics of the topic. See, before the history of India started, that is before 1947, you can say occupation system in India was divided in such a way that the people who used to work in the army or who were supposed to be courageous were called as a Kshatriya. The people who used to preach us, who used to give us teaching, were called as Brahmins. The people who were involved in, you can say, occupations related to, you can say, business work were called as Shudras and Vaishyas. And the people who were, involved in cleaning your society, they were called as the Shuddhas, the most downtrodden, the people who were looked down upon, right? So such was the, you can say, occupation system through which caste system prevailed. So the caste system prevailed at the time according to your occupation, of course, right? Thereafter, the caste system was prevalent, and after that, after the you can say after independence, we got the so-called reservation system imposed in India that was supposed to be, uplifted in 1960. That is, when India got independence, the policies of the government were supposed to be in such a way that people should bring equality in all the people around the complete scenario of the so-called caste system prevalent in India. So in a sort of you can say the policies were aimed at bringing a level playing field between the you can say downtrodden people, that is the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, whom we have termed as Shudras, and they could match the upper caste people, so-called upper caste people, as is prevalent still in India, right? So the things did not come up. Instead, until 1960, the caste system was much more conserved rather than being diminished in a phased manner. So this caste system, or you can say the reservation system, has been prevalent even after 1960, and it was supposed to end in the year 2020, but it has still not been cleared, and yet another amendment has to be passed, I think, for the next decade even. And so now let us understand why the reservation system is imposed. See, as per the Constitution, Article 15 accounts for the prohibition of discrimination in the people on the ground of caste, creed, religion, race, place of birth, or even you can say gender, right? And Article 16 provides for, you can say, providing the opportunities for employment in public employments, right? So that is the sort of, you can say, the level playing field which has to be brought in by the government to bring in the reservation in, you can say, institutions, college institutions, school institutions, and government jobs and other such institutions, in which the downtrodden, the people on which atrocities are inflicted, such people are given reservation so that they can have at least a level playing field as far as the upper caste is concerned, right? Then we can say that this reservation system was prevalent only for scheduled castes and scheduled types, but it was only after 1991, as per the Mandal Commission, that the other backward classes were also started to be given the reservation system, and they were also brought in the ambit of the reservation system. So only the, you can say, cream layer of the other backward classes, or you can say the people who were economically and socially strong out of these people were held out of the, you can say, set of the reserved people. And then came the 103rd Amendment Act of the Constitution in the year 2019, in the month of January, that the Government of India passed the another set of reservation for the economically weaker section of the general caste, right? So in that sense, 10% of reservation was brought in for the EWS category, that is economically weaker section. And since then, reservation system has been divided in such a way that 15% reservation is available for scheduled caste, 7.5% for scheduled tribes, 10% for economically weaker section of the general caste, and the 27% for the other backward classes. So this has been the system of, you can say, the reservation system prevalent in India, and this is the sort of, you can say, controversy right since its establishment in the era of independence. Yeah. So apart from that, you can say it is a sort of generalized discrimination, reasonable discrimination, wherein people have to be given the opportunity for appraising their social and economic development. And apart from that, various controversies have been sensed in a way that it does not provide the sort of legal level playing field for the general caste also, because we all know the sort of the so-called opportunities that are available, because around 50% of the seats available are reserved. The rest 50% are available for, again, yet all the people that are prevalent in our society. So it is a sort of discrimination, although it is reasonable, and the reasonable talk is that it is not bringing in the culture of meritocracy, but the reservation system is actually diminishing the sort of meritocracy that has to be brought in, wherein the real talent of the people needs to be brought in. But what happens is that due to the reservation system, even if you have less merits and you are there in the reservation ambit, you are supposed to be passed, even if and at the same time, if you are a general category person, then even if you have marks even more than the reserved category, but just less than 1% less than the you can say the cutoff marks, then you are not supposed to come inside the merit. And that is the sense of, you can say, atrocity that is inflicted on the general caste as well. So the government should bring in such a policy that is supposed to bring in equality in the people, instead of conserving the reservation system that was supposed to be phased out way back in the year 1960. So hope the government will bring in such measures. Thanks a lot.